Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Hopefully you guys have a good 4th of July. You guys stay safe, because let's be honest, there is no better way to celebrate your nation's independence than blowing up a small chunk of it, right? That's what I plan on doing tonight. Actually, we've got this tradition here where we buy little tanks, and my wife and I, we, face them right at each other. We light them at the same time, and they just shoot the fire and sparks everywhere and stuff, and we just kind of have a huge tournament. Whichever tank is the last one to burn out wins. So anyway, this is going to be a Q&A video here, as promised in the last Kevin Millar video. So what I'm going to be doing for this here is just going throughout the questions here. I'm going to be starting at the bottom of the video here and just kind of work my way to the top. So I know I got some on Facebook and Twitter, but honestly, I didn't get that many at all. So if I have time, I'll get to those ones, but I probably won't. Okie dokie. So the first question here comes from Zach, who asked, were you in trouble a lot as a kid? Kind of. I didn't get in big trouble or anything, but I used to talk so much. That's what would get me in trouble, is just me talking all the time. So we had these slips that if you got in trouble, your parents would have to sign just so they know that you were a troublemaker or whatever. And anytime that I saw the teacher write 4 letters, I knew it was mine because it was always Jeff. So, I don't know. Let's see. Kyle asked, how has having a kid changed your life and YouTube channel? Well, the life part I could do an entire video on, because there's a lot of things that it has really changed my perspective of. One thing is me realizing my mortality and things like that, and I'm not this young guy anymore, because I always thought, dads were old people and stuff like that, and here I am as one myself. So it's been a very, very life-changing thing. Like I said, I could do a whole video on it. How it's changed my YouTube channel? Not too much, honestly. I still get messages from parents every once in a while, just hey, thanks for not swearing and stuff like that. My son sees you as a positive influence and stuff. So it's different now because I have a son, and I think of positive influences and stuff like that on him, and it kind of helps me understand exactly what parents are saying a little more. I don't have as much time to be able to do this because, I spend time with my son, but since I work late, that's really the time that I get to be able to do my videos. So really not too much. MVP Sports Gaming, how tough was it to learn animation, and how long did it take you to get good at it? So it's a little deceptive with what I do, to be honest, because I'm really not that great. It really didn't take that long, because YouTube is a great resource for tutorials on how you want to do something specific. So that's what I would look up. Just oh, you know what? It'd be kind of cool if I could make the camera shake. So I would do Cinema 4D camera shake, and I'd find something right there. I'm oh, okay, there we go. The models and stuff I didn't make. I find them on websites, download them for free and stuff like that. So I don't make the actual models themselves, but it didn't take that long. So I plan on doing a lot more with it too, because it's a lot of fun. Tornado 3502. Who is your favorite YouTuber instead of you? Well, duh, that's easy. That's Tezza, dude. Well, I don't know what it is. It's British commentators. So Tom, of course, is one of my faves. Frankie is one that I'll actually watch quite a bit. So I don't get that much time to watch other YouTubers, which I think is a good thing and a not so good thing, because while it is good to go ahead and kind of see what other people are doing and what's successful with them, at the same time, you don't want to become reliant on what other people are doing. You want to make your own thing. So I don't know. I don't watch too many people, but yeah. Let's see. Oh wow, it's it's cycling through again. Who are the 5 most important people in my life in order? Man, that would take me so long. Are you going to see World War Z? I don't get too much time to be able to go to a theater anymore, so I'm probably not going to see that. I'm going to wait until it's out on DVD or Blu-ray, actually. Gosh, see, that's how old I am. I still say DVD all the time. Blu-ray. I'm waiting for that to come out on. Since we didn't reach our goal of $2,500 for water.org charity, when is going to be the next opportunity to see your face? I think the next time that we do a charity live stream, because I was really disappointed. You guys know this. I was really disappointed with how it turned out for the charity. So we're going to do something like that again, because I think it's a good thing for us to do in general. If we have an opportunity to help people out, we got to do it. So maybe the next time, if we reach the goal. What is my favorite drink? Right? Well, my all-time favorite drink is Mountain Dew, but I haven't drank soda for a year and 4 months now, maybe 5. So that's not my favorite drink anymore. I stopped drinking anything with caffeine in it, and I stopped drinking anything, any kind of soda. So right now, my favorite drink is Gatorade Frost Glacier Freeze. Oh, that stuff was so good. So, I don't know. Drinking a lot more water, juice, stuff like that. What do I see my son doing in the future? As a dad, there are so many things I envision my son doing. And I think that that's kind of what leads a lot of dads to kind of be disappointed with their son, is you have this vision of what you want them to be, and they don't meet that. Because everybody's a person, and, the expectations that you have for somebody, everybody's going to, not meet that expectation, not be exactly what you want it to be. And, let's be honest. 18 years down the road, when my son graduates from high school, a lot can change. So, I don't know. What I would like him to be able to do and what I know is going to happen is going to be very, very different. So I don't dwell on it too much. I'm going to let him be his own man. I'm still going to hold him to certain things and have expectations and ask that he obey certain things, but we'll leave it to him. Do I live in Dunbar, Nebraska? No, I do not, but I was really excited when I was driving down to Kansas City. We saw the sign for Dunbar, Nebraska. I actually wanted to stop and get my picture taken next to it, but we didn't do it. So, I don't know. We'll go down to Kansas City again, so I'm sure we'll pass it, and I'll get my picture taken. That'd be kind of cool. How many kids do I want to have? Well, my wife and I have talked about it. I wanted to have 3. She wanted to have 5. So we're going to go in the middle and just go with 4. So I'm really lucky I have a son. That's what I was wanting more than anything else. So if I have 3 daughters, that's okay. If I have 2 sons, 2 daughters, that's cool. I like to have a daughter, though. At least one of each. So I figure with 4 kids, that's probably going to happen. So if you could do an autobiography of one person, who would it be? Well, seeing that an autobiography has to be written by the person who it's about, the only person I could do an autobiography for is myself. But if I could do a biography on anybody in the world, there's a lot. I'm a big military history guy, so I don't know. I think, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but I honestly think that the best military figure to really get a biography on would be Rommel. Just like with the conflict that he had, with Hitler and everything like that, and what was going through his mind as he was, in certain engagements and stuff like that. We're never going to know because he had to commit suicide. But I think that would be kind of interesting to see what was going through Rommel's head through everything. So that would be cool if we could get a biography on something like that. Favorite baseball game and why? Is MLB my favorite game and why? You know what? It's tough because when you play something so much, it kind of loses a lot during, as you kind of get more and more into it. So it's not my favorite video game right now. It changes all the time. But when I first got it, I was like, oh, I love this game. Now, not so much. Where would I live besides Nebraska? That's tough. I'd actually probably... I spent a couple of years living in California. That was great. I loved it. It's just, I was on Newport Beach and in Orange County, and while it's a great place, don't get me wrong, It's not somewhere that I would find ideal for raising a kid. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. Favorite TV show? Jericho. Absolutely love that one. Band of Brothers. That's what my wife and I are watching right now, and this will be like the 3rd time that I've watched it. Love that. Where do I work? And if I ever go back to school, what am I majoring in? I am going to be going back to school. I'm going to be finishing my degree in communication studies. So I'll be doing that with the University of Nebraska. And I work for Verizon Wireless. So that's, yeah, kind of me in a nutshell there. How'd I get my YouTube name? I know I've answered this in so many Q&A videos here, but my roommate at the time, his name was Gus, and he would always make people in NCAA football, recruits and stuff like that. And he'd always come up with funny names. So he came up with a group called the Snackbars, a whole family of them. And it just cracked us up. There was Jafar, Jamar, and Dunbar Snackbar, and Giacomo Snackbar, and all these other guys here, even with different names. And we would make up stories about him as we'd actually play, just kind of pass the time. And so we made Facebook accounts for him and stuff. And it was just the running joke with us. It was our inside joke for everything. And so just to kind of make him laugh, my gamer tag was Dunbar Snackbar. So I just hey, that's my gamer tag. I'll just call myself that. Let's see. If you could pitch in baseball, what would be one of your... I'm going to assume this is if you could play baseball, what would be my favorite position to play? So, I played catcher. That was my favorite. And I can't really see myself playing anywhere else. I played outfield. I did a tiny bit of infield, and I pitched for a little bit. But I didn't have that great of stuff. I mean, my breaking balls were just terrible. So, yeah. Last question here real quick. If I could meet one person in history, who would it be? Abraham Lincoln, and sit down and talk with that guy because he is a phenomenal human being. And, yeah, that'd be one guy I'd like to be able to pick his brain. But anyway, Kevin Millar does a great job here in this one. I'm kind of surprised that the one video I do of Kevin Millar here is... for Q&A is one of the shorter ones. So next video, we'll actually see him in the All-Star game. So make sure you guys check out the next one. It'll be pretty historic. He's rookie year, and he's an All-Star. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. Remember, more of this to come. You guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.